press conferences here today. It's press conference day at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum here in Fort Wayne. We're here this year for Thursday's quarterfinals this year. That's a new twist. We've got 8 teams, and then we'll play semifinals on Saturday, all leading toward the national championship game in Indianapolis. But that's down the road a little bit farther away. Our second team here today is St. Thomas. They'll be the home team in tomorrow's first game. The Celts are from Houston, Texas. 29-1 this season. They went 16-0 in the SCAC first place. Obviously, and then they won their conference tournament as well. Their road here to Fort Wayne, they had a close win over Belhaven, 69-63 in overtime. They had a win over Trinity of Texas, 75-58, and then they had a terrific game against Wash U, 65-63 to advance to Fort Wayne. It's their 4th NCAA tournament appearance, all in the last 4 years since you guys moved over to Division III. It's first time winning multiple games in the tournament. Their 26-game winning streak is, no shocker, the longest active streak in Division III. By comparison, Emory is at 11 games, Illinois Wesleyan 11, Trinity of Connecticut 10, and Mary Washington 9. So give you some comparison there. But with me today, I've got Coach Anthony Medina, Reese Allen, Angel Johnson, Nathan Kongala, and Corey Thompson. And Coach, we'll take a comment from you, and then we'll get questions for all the guys.
Thank you. We're really excited just for the opportunity to be here. It takes a lot of work to build a program and build a team, and really have guys grow up in it and learn what it takes to win. And we're very blessed to have a group of guys that are invested in that. So I think this is just the fruit of all their labor, and I'm grateful that they get to experience this because they've earned it.
Okay, I can start off. Corey, I'll throw this one at you. You guys had a big win over Mary Washington, and you also played Wash U twice. So you played some big-time teams this year. Talk about how that's going to help you here in a tournament like this with all the teams being so good.
Yes, sir. It starts with experience. We know what the type of teams that we'll play, what they'll look like, how good they are defensively, and how solid they are offensively. So that just helps us to know what to expect.
Corey is the team's leading scorer, 15.4. He had a 33-point game this year against Concordia. I throw one at Angel. Angel, what's the vibe on campus like with you guys making it to Fort Wayne? And I know the snow is not a big fan, not a big thing, but yeah, talk about the vibe on campus.
Everybody's happy. It's a big family, over at St. Thomas. Everybody's together. Everybody showed out for the Mary Washington game, Wash U game. We're just happy to be here.
Yes, and Reese, talk about he mentioned the home court. How big was the home court this year? And you guys, you've won a lot of close games. The home court crowd had to be a factor.
Yeah, absolutely. The home crowd, they showed up, gave us their support, and it absolutely helped us, fight to the end and help us in the close moments. So we definitely appreciate our fan base.
Nice. And Nathan, 30 starts. You've been consistent with the consistent guy, the rock on the team. Talk about the locker room and how close you guys are this year.
It's really just a family, everybody close. We see each other every day. We practice together, shoot together, work out together. So that's why everybody close.
Nice. I appreciate that. I guess tell us a little bit about, and anybody can do this one, tell us a little bit about the big win over Wash U. I know you had a close game earlier in the year that went their way, and then you were able to pull it out when it counted. Anybody who wants to grab that one?
I'll take it.
Yes.
Just being, locked in practice to the game plan that Coach gave us. The first time they had some things that we didn't expect. They had things that we couldn't, guard, to be honest. And, we worked on it for like 2 weeks, and the proof is in the pudding.
Coach, what has been something that's maybe bumped the team up to another level this year?
I think it's experience. So you look at the guys that are sitting up here, it's guys that spend a ton of time together, and every single day in practice is an opportunity for them to continue to grow and get better. But Angel has started 4 years, and I think that's something that has carried a ton of weight for this team. I think when people look at the group and see what we've been able to accomplish, a lot of it has fallen on his experience, his ability to lead the team on both ends of the floor, and then also lead the locker room. I think he's certainly the foundation of the program on the floor, and when he's out there, we're better, to be honest, and keep it simple. The other guys out here, they look to him to set the tone and set the pace and control the game, and everybody understand their responsibilities around what he provides is what makes us good.
Nice. What do you know about Christopher Newport?
I know they're really good.
That's going to be a common theme in these press conferences. How good the opponent
I'll
is.
tell you what, it's I tell these guys going into every game, I say the same thing. It's not overly complicated. We walk in and I say, all right, guys, okay, they're good. They're very good. And it's everybody at this point. Everybody that we're going to see has got guys that are talented. Everybody we're going to see is going to be a good defense. You don't reach this point in the season without being a high-quality team that's capable of winning big games and big important games. For them, defensively, I think that they're very similar to us. They're physical, they're aggressive, they really want to set the tone with the physicality. So I think in the beginning of the game, it's going to be really kind of like feeling each other out and seeing what that's going to look like. I think their coach does a fantastic job of teaching them their defensive responsibilities and understanding assignments with personnel. So we're going to try to attack them in some of those areas, but you know, without ever having seen them play live, without ever having had any experience against that team or program, I think those first 5 to 10 minutes are going to be really important to figure out who they are and where we fit in this game.
Nice, nice. Reese, what is something that your league opponents have to deal with when you guys walk out on the floor? You know, what is something that they know? Boy, if we got St. Thomas tomorrow, we got to be ready for what?
Definitely our defensive pressure. I know we work on that all season long. We get the freedom on offense, so we know we have to hone our skills on defense, and I think everybody knows how scrappy we can be. So we just try to use that to our advantage.
That's awesome. Anybody else got anything here? Guys, I appreciate it. Oh, right here. Yes, sir.
Coach, anything different to your approach as you head into this game here? You keeping things pretty consistent, or anything? It's obviously a different level here this weekend. So
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the question first. It's funny because the Sweet 16 game, we had, 12 former players, because we got so many Houston kids in the program. I think there were 12 former players there, and they all had something roughly similar to say. And they're like, right, we get back to practice, you're going right back to close-offs, you're going right back. I mean, like, they know the routine. They know how we operate day to day. They know the drills. They know the coverages. Nothing really has changed. I think what happens for us is that these guys become very firm in what we believe is a program, and it doesn't change, right? There's some things that tweak, right? Your ball screen coverages tweak a little bit, your post coverages tweak a little bit, but at the end of it, what it's going to come down to is our identity as a program, and then these guys inserting their personality within, what we already do. So not a ton changes, and what we hope is that what we are is enough to win the games that we need, especially down the stretch.
All right, that game tomorrow is 1:02 Eastern Time, tip 12:02 back in Houston. And good luck, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Reese. Yeah, Reese.